Hello, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to today's edition of the Winning Woman's podcast. I'm Lady Marjorie, fondly called the Billionaire Babe. I'm a cash flow queen, a lifestyle consultant, and a winning woman. So today we'll be talking about the cash flow quadrant, which shows the four different ways to make income. So we are going to be analyzing it, and you see where you're playing your game of money from, and see whether what you're doing currently can take you to the land of financial freedom or not. Now, in the world of money, there are four categories of people, and it's important where you choose to play your game of money from. We'll talk about the employees, which are the first category of people you find in the world of money. As an employee, you have a job, but then the income you make is called active income, activity based income, which is based on the hours that you bring to your job. So as an employee, whether it's in a multinational corporation or an organization on the street corner, you are paid simply because you are exchanging your time and effort for money. Now, you do not work, you do not get paid. If you don't show up in your job for any reason, you don't get paid. And that's why during the lockdown, employers couldn't justify why they should pay their employees while they're staying at home. That's just a principle. And that concept, that principle of trading your time for money has never led to financial freedom and will not lead to financial freedom. We know people that have done that for 30 years, 40 years, and when they retire poor, and they retire broke, and they retire into a life of struggle at a point when they should be resting, simply because you have a job. Now, I'm not saying that it's not good to start from a job, but don't remain in that quadrant all your life. Now, in the S quadrant, where you have the self-employed, is simply you who created a job. You own a job. That your small business you created for yourself is actually a job. You find here the skillful people, the specialists, all of them are in this side of a quadrant. A doctor that runs his own hospital by himself, he's self-employed, he's his boss, and he's also his employee. The engineer running their own engineering firm, the lawyer running their own chambers, anyone that is skillful, professionals. Most professionals are found in this side of the quadrant, and they are still exchanging time for money. Why? The more you work, the more you get paid. The more hours you want to make more money as a self-employed person, you need to work longer hours. And I ask you a question. You work for yourself, but can you take a 6-week holiday and your business continues to go without you? So in most cases, it's impossible to do so what if you're not able to work? What happens to your income at that point? Will you earn an income at all, or will your business go comatose? Now, in the left side of the quadrant is where we have 95% of the population according to statistics, and they're all struggling for 5% of the wealth, which is really scarce there. That's where you find the rat race. Those in the rat race, you're busy doing activities, you're busy working for several years, doing that small business for several years, but there is absolutely no freedom there. So let's move to the right side of the quadrant, where we find the business owner and then the investor. In the B quadrant, that's where you find the true business owner. And a true business owner is someone who owns a business system. What a true business owner earns is leverage income that is coming in not from their own effort, but from the efforts of several other people. That's a leverage system. Now, when we say system, the acronym SYSTEM means save yourself stress, time, energy, and money. A business owner, a true business owner, works with a business system that drives their business. Whether they are there or not, money is made in the system, in their business. And there are three key factors, that ensures that you can actually create a business system, or you can plug into an existing business system. To create a business system, you need the skill, the knowledge, the expertise, to do that. And then you also need time, which is the second factor. You need time to test that business system, and you also need a lot of money. We're talking about millions to test that business system and see that it's functional, and then it can create the wealth for you. So it can take a number of years to create a business system, but you can also plug into an existing business system. And when you plug into an existing business system, the work has been done for you, the number of years has been compressed for you. Is a plug and play. Just like a franchise is an example of a business system. All you need to do is get your millions of money and use it to get a franchise. And then we also have the connected business systems, which runs also on the principle of leverage. And even without you creating a business system, you can plug into a connected business system and become a millionaire. So that's a business system. People work for you there, and people work with you, and you make money in the business system. You generate income there because you own a system that works for you. In the I side of a quadrant, you are an investor. The money you've generated from a business system, you can put it towards investment. You own investments there in the I side of the quadrant. At that point, money is your worker. Money works for you. When you sleep, money doesn't sleep. Money continues to work for you around the clock, and you keep getting richer. Warren Buffett, one of the billionaires in the world, said that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you continue to work until you die. So for emphasis, in the I quadrant, your money works for you. In the B quadrant, people work with you and people work for you. But in the E and S quadrant, you work alone. And that's why the poor get poorer based on principle. Because the principle driving you there is the principle of you exchanging your time for money. But the rich get richer by principle in the B and I quadrants. Why? The principle driving you is the principle of leverage. Leverage means you rather take a percentage of the efforts of thousands and hundreds of thousands and even millions than for you to take 100% of your own efforts. Your salary is not leverage income. The money you make in your small business is not leverage income, but the money you earn from a business system is leverage income. The money you earn, the proceeds of your investment, is leverage income. And the beautiful thing is that it's also passive income. Now, there is something that separates the rich on the left side, on the right side of a quadrant, from the poor on the left side of the quadrant. In the left side of the quadrant, the employees and self-employed exhibit scarcity mentality, while on the right side of the quadrant, the business owners and investors exhibit abundance mentality. And I'm going to just differentiate quickly, because in the left side of quadrant, you have the poor and middle class, but in the right side of the quadrant, you have the financially independent and rich people. Now, let me tell you something about the mindset of the poor and middle class. They always believe that life happens to them, and they walk around with a victim kind of mentality. And when they decide to play the game of money, they play not to lose. They are always careful not to lose money. There is no billionaire you see that has never lost money, but when you see a poor man, that's someone that is afraid of losing money. The poor want to be rich, but they love the idea of becoming rich, but they are not willing to commit themselves, to the process of becoming rich. They also think small. They think in terms of limitation, and they work based on wishes and hope. And hope is not a business strategy. The poor people and middle class people, they hate the rich. They resent the rich. When they see a rich man, a successful person, they always allude it to, oh, okay, it's cult money, it's ritual money, it's blood money, and all sorts of things, but they don't ask question, what exactly did this person do to become rich? And they are smaller than their problems, so they see their problems as so large, bigger than them. And also they choose to get paid based on time. Okay, let me just hustle. You see the poor man, he's always hustling, he's always busy but always broke. and they work so hard for their money. They are always so afraid, the fear of the unknown, fear of taking steps, and they think they already know it all. They are not open to learning. They are not open minded, so they always focus on instant gratification. They want quick money. It's always poor people that fall prey to Ponzi scheme. Why? They want to double their money overnight. They don't understand the principle of money. That's why when a Ponzi scheme comes up that promises them instant gratification, they'll always bring out money and lose money in the process. But tell them that work is involved, and the poor man will run away. And that's why in the world of the poor man, there is always scarcity. They work so hard, yet the result is so little. Now, the financially independent and rich, in the B and I side of the quadrant, they believe that they can create their lifestyle, and they accept responsibility for their life. When they play the money game, they play the money game to win, and they are so committed to the task of becoming rich, and they think big, think of possibilities, they dream a lot, and then they focus on opportunities, always look out for opportunities. They are open-minded. And they choose to get paid based on their results. They are ready to put in the work. And even when they are afraid, they step out in spite of that fear. And they are constantly growing, constantly learning, constantly improving themselves. And then they focus on building their net worth, and they delay gratification. A rich man will choose to look poor while he's building his empire, while the poor man will want to look rich so that people won't think that he's poor. So you see that the thinking is different. Rich people associate with other rich people and people that are climbing up the wealth ladder, but poor people always gather alone and walk in packs. And then rich people know how to make money, how to keep money, and how to multiply money. So what's the deal? If you don't learn how to take advantage of the B and I side of the quadrant, you continue to work and you continue to have chronic, persistent, and consistent cash flow problem. But what if you could take a look at a system where you can connect into the B side of the quadrant, and then you don't need heavy investment. The operational cost is minimal, or even non-existent, and no management problem, no staff problem, and you can plug into a business system that can generate you consistent income, leverage, passive income, just like the rich and wealthy of this world. Would you be willing to take a look at it? Would you be willing to learn how it works? Would you be willing to at least get the knowledge and see if it could be a fit for you? And that's why I bring to you the good news that the winning woman partnered with the La Buena Vida group. And the La Buena Vida is a business system that flows in the connected economy, where an average person struggling in the E and S quadrants can become financially wealthy in the B and I side of the quadrant, without heavy capital, without you having to spend a lot of money, waste a lot of time, and lose a lot of money. And of course, you'll be held by the hand and mentored until you become successful. The La Buena Vida system is a 2 to 4 year plan to absolute financial freedom. The system comes with a lot of tax advantage. It comes with a lot of travel opportunities. And the most exciting part of this system is that it comes with unlimited income potential. And this is a system, for people who enjoy succeeding and helping others to succeed. So if you want to know the details of the La Buena Vida system and how this can actually work for you and turn you from an average person into an extraordinary millionaire, you can send a private chat or click the link above this podcast, and then you can contact me or contact the person who shared this video with you or this audio podcast with you, so you can learn how you can create a recession-proof income, pandemic-proof income, and you can use your own hands and rewrite your financial destiny. The La Buena Vida system is an opportunity for the average man out there to rewrite the story of his life, and you can rewrite it, dream as far as your eyes can see, and be careful about what you dream, because I dare to tell you that your dreams are about to come true. So go ahead and take that bold step. You wouldn't know what's lying on the other side of fear until you take that bold step. So until I come your way another time, take good care of yourself and people around you. God bless you.